Did you know that most people with financial difficulties are making simple but powerful mistakes without even realizing it? Today, I'm going to reveal financial tips that can change your life, tips that most people don't think about and that, if applied, can transform your financial reality in an incredible way. Stay until the end because, at the end of this video, you will understand how small changes can have a big impact on your financial life. And if you identify with that content, sign up for more transformative tips like this. Most people think that it takes a big financial move to achieve financial freedom. But in reality, it is the small daily habits that make all the difference. Let's think of something simple: the breakfast on the street, that extra streaming subscription, or impulse purchases. If you start replacing these daily expenses with more conscious choices, you can accumulate wealth without even realizing it. Now, imagine you spend $5 a day on small items that at the end of the month add up to $150. What would happen if, instead of spending that money, you invested it in a savings account or shares? Over the course of a year, you'd have more than $1,800. The impact of small daily choices can be impressive. This simple adjustment can be the beginning of a real financial transformation in your life. When it comes to investing, many people believe that you need a large amount of money to get started. But the truth is that the key to financial success is consistency, not the initial amount. Investing small amounts regularly, whether in stocks, mutual funds, or even an emergency fund, can lead to amazing results over time. Imagine that you invest just $100 a month in a mutual fund. It seems like a small amount, right? But if you do that every month for 10 years with an average return of 8% per year, you will have accumulated over $18,000. And that's without making any major financial sacrifices. The key is to start as early as possible and be consistent because time and compound interest will work in your favor. One of the most overlooked aspects of financial success is financial literacy. Most people spend more time learning about their hobbies, careers, or even entertainment than they do about how to manage their money. However, understanding the basics of personal finance such as budgeting, debt management, and investing can make all the difference in your financial future. Imagine this. You invest a little time every day learning about different financial strategies. In just a few months, you could gain the knowledge you need to optimize your investments, pay off debt faster, and make smarter spending decisions. The return on that investment in your education could be worth thousands of dollars over your lifetime. The more you learn, the better decisions you make and the more wealth you create. We live in a society where consumerism is encouraged at every turn. From advertisements to social media, we are constantly bombarded with the idea that we need to buy more to be happy. But the reality is that unbridled consumption can sabotage your finances. The key to true financial freedom is learning to differentiate between needs and wants. Look, you don't need everything that is offered. Imagine spending $200 every month on non-essential purchases, just to keep up with trends or impress others. That would add up to $2,400 per year, an amount that could be used for investments or even to build an emergency fund. Every time you choose to spend more wisely, you are building a solid foundation for your financial future. If you rely on just one source of income, you are leaving your financial security vulnerable. In a world where the economy can change quickly, having multiple sources of income is essential to achieving financial freedom. Whether it's a side job, a small online business, or investing in assets that generate passive income. The important thing is not to put all your eggs in one basket. Imagine if you had a main source of income of $3,000 per month and, at the same time, a passive income of $500 from investments or a side business. At the end of a year, you would have an additional $6,000. And that's without counting raises or possible extra income. Creating multiple sources of income not only protects your financial stability, but also accelerates your path to independence. One of the biggest pitfalls people face on their financial journey is a short-term mindset. They want quick results and often despair when they don't see immediate progress. But the secret of millionaires is understanding that true wealth is built over time. They don't seek quick gains but rather consistent and sustainable results. Let's do an exercise. If you invest $500 per month in a diversified portfolio, with an average return of 7% per year, in 20 years you would have accumulated more than $250,000. This is the power of compound interest and long-term investing. The key is to be patient. Understand that time is your greatest ally and not get carried away by risky offers or investments that promise quick gains. Learning to say no is one of the most powerful skills to achieve financial freedom. In a world full of distractions such as tempting offers and pressure to spend, knowing how to say no when necessary can be the difference between financial success and frustration. The simple act of saying no to certain expenses and momentary choices can have a big impact on your future. For example, imagine that you have the opportunity to spend $300 on a weekend of leisure. Although it may seem like immediate fun, that money could be invested or saved for something more meaningful in the future, such as a dream trip or a retirement fund. When you say no to something now, you are saying yes to a more stable and rewarding financial life in the future. We all make financial mistakes at some point in our lives, but what really matters is how we learn from them. Instead of beating yourself up or ignoring your mistakes, you can turn them into valuable lessons to improve your financial situation. This is what separates those who achieve financial success from those who remain stuck in the lurch. For example, maybe you invested $1,000 in something that didn't work out. Instead of viewing it as a loss, think about what you learned: how to do more research before investing, how to diversify your portfolio, or even how to manage risk more wisely. When you adopt a learning mindset, every mistake becomes an opportunity for growth, and that can make all the difference in your financial future. Did you know that one of the reasons many people end up in financial trouble is because they don't have an emergency fund? When unforeseen events happen, like an unexpected medical expense or job loss, people who don't have a financial cushion end up going into debt or jeopardizing their financial stability. Having an emergency fund is the foundation for a secure financial life. Imagine that you have a $3,000 emergency fund, enough to cover your essential expenses for 3 months. When something unexpected happens, you can deal with it without resorting to expensive loans or going into debt. Plus, by keeping your emergency fund intact, you have the peace of mind to focus on your long-term financial goals without the constant fear of something unexpected happening. Many people live on autopilot when it comes to finances, but the truth is that building a clear financial plan can be the game changer for your financial health. Having a plan helps you define your goals, understand where you want to go and what you need to do to achieve your financial goals. Without a plan, you may end up spending out of control and not achieving your long-term goals. Let's imagine that you have the goal of saving $10,000 to buy a house. With a well-structured financial plan, you can define how much you need to save each month and how to invest that money to achieve that goal. The difference between those who have a plan and those who don't is that the former has a clear path to follow, which makes the journey much smoother and more achievable. Finally, one of the most valuable assets you can have on your financial journey is networking. The value of connections, partnerships, and opportunities that arise along the way cannot be underestimated. Often, a good investment opportunity or valuable advice comes from someone you know or from a well-built network of contacts. Imagine connecting with people who share your financial goals, exchanging ideas, opportunities, and learnings. This could open doors you never imagined, from smarter investments to new sources of income. Networking is a powerful way to accelerate your financial journey, and often the best opportunities come when you least expect it. Now that you have the tools and insights to change your financial trajectory, the key is to take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment or large amounts of money to get started. Remember, it's the small, consistent steps that have the biggest impact over time. Start investing, educating yourself financially, saying no to impulses, and building a long-term mindset. All of this will make a difference in your journey. But the most important thing is to understand that financial freedom is not a destination but a journey. And with the right habits, a solid plan, and the necessary patience, you will be closer and closer to achieving a stable, worry-free financial life. The power to change your financial life is in your hands now. If you like these tips, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more content that will help you achieve your financial goals. Remember, the first step is always the hardest, but you've already started. So let's keep going.